fast declining. I never sung a single song before. I don't really care where I stand in the winner's circle. Make room for a man from the middle with you. I don't even know how I got to the finish, but don't care, don't make no difference to me. I don't understand what you're saying, only kinda listen. Make room for a man on a mission with you. I don't even know.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features a very good rushing offense. The Bills are top 10 in rushing TDs, and they'll go up against a Patriots team that wants to keep the running game in check. With that, let's get out to our commentators, Brandon Gott and Charles Davis, with this Week 10 matchup.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the New England Patriots and the Buffalo Bills. One man in the backfield. That's McCoy. And they'll give it to him here. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And so often we talk about electric playmakers as we look at the offense here. Sammy Watkins, he's an electric playmaker.
Love the word you used. Electric indeed. Dynamic, and this guy makes plays and opens the game up.
A fake to McCoy. Now it's Taylor. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective. Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the first down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Patriots take over. They come out here in the eye. Now Gino on 1st down. They go with the screen. It's Yeldon. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On the ground, this is T.J. Yeldon. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Smart approach there, using the run to pick up the 1st. And that was a defensive setup they prepared for this week, knowing that keeping it on the ground was the best way to attack it.
And that means also that they're able to read them pretty well. All the things they prepared for, when they get to the line of scrimmage, they see it in pre-snap recognition and know exactly how to attack based on their planning and preparation.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Malcolm Mitchell out of the University of Georgia is the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And the quarterback, he's got some big threats at wideout.
And they seem to get bigger all the time, don't they, Brandon? Every time I look out and watch a game, we're getting these bigger, more athletic, acrobatic receivers. We have some today.
Forced out to his left. And this one complete to Martellus Bennett. A good pickup there at 22.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
On 1st down, Smith. And caught, right side, Green. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And we take a look at the Bills' defense.
Marcel Darius, year in and year out, plays at a Pro Bowl level.
On second down, here's Yeldon. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
But we just saw him run the football really effectively there with 3 tight ends in the game. And any defensive coordinator, when they see that set, if they can get more bodies out onto the field, not more than 11, of course, but bigger bodies to combat what they're going to do, because that's a run-heavy formation. Those guys are out there to block 9 times out of 10, and in this case, they did it really successfully.
So they're operating in the red zone. From the red zone now, Smith. And that is incomplete. T.J. Yeldon, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up second down. Second down now after the incompletion. Play action. It's Smith. This will be caught at about the 3. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. First and goal, they'll look to smash it in. Maybe. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Andy Janovich, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Pats have taken the early lead. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it in the play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And now it has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now out come the Bills. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And quickly, let's check out the New England defense.
Eric Rowe fits the profile of the so-called new breed of cornerback in the NFL. A college safety with length. He transitions very well to the corner in the league.
1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
3rd down now following the run. They'll come out in the pistol. On 3rd down, Taylor dancing to his left. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Now, that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Watkins alone on the left side. Again, it's McCoy. And he is going to lose yardage here. So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
Now they'll throw with Taylor. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And that is incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. And now it's 4th down. Here's Donnie Jones now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Yeldon, the lone running back. And he'll get it up the middle. And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Virgil Green is tied in, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And here come the Bills. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in.
Looking for his tight end, Clay, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. So the Patriots coming out now. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. To throw is Smith. He's got time. It's caught outright, Amendola. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the 1st down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it. And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner.
And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. T.J. Yeldon with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And he'll bang that one through. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
Oh, he's got it going early in this one. That's the Shady McCoy. That's vintage right there, right? Breaking tackles, creating explosive runs. And if they don't take care of this early, look out. This guy's got a big, big day.
You know where he got that nickname Shady, by the way?
I know you're going to educate me on it. Help me out.
Mama gave him that name when he was a youngster.
And if Mama named him Shady, we're going to call him Shady.
Absolutely. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. Flushed out right. And some space here. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Here's Taylor. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. And it looks like this will likely be the last play before we hit the 2-minute warning.
Let's see if they can sneak one more good play in before the 2-minute signal.
On second down, Taylor. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this.
Let's go! Brad 38! Brad 38!
On third down, Taylor. And able to find Garcon. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1.
And those first downs do add up. The offense keeps the ball moving downfield and keeps their defense on the bench, giving them a chance to rest.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They'll try and run it with McCoy. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. LaShawn McCoy, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills draw a bit closer.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now a first down throw. It's Smith looking for his running back, and he's got it. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it gives the Pats a first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break.
T.J. Yeldon, 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. T.J. Yeldon with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
2nd and 10 now. It's Taylor being chased out left. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
That's a really fine play there, because anytime you see a comeback route, that means you cannot just stay in one spot and make a play on the ball. You've got to move your feet and move with the receiver, and that's exactly what he did.
Taylor. They got him in. It's Woods. And he's going to be taken down deep into Patriot territory. They practiced this all week. Pretty clear it paid off there. Threw it downfield, made it look relatively easy.
And it always comes a little bit easier when you've practiced it and tuned things up and you're confident in what you're doing now. They felt very, very good about their plan, and we saw the execution because the confidence of the players was there.
Over the middle to Garcon. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Partner, nothing complicated here. This is just a pretty simple drag route.
You're exactly right, Brandon. Instead of throwing it downfield, they just throw it underneath and let the receiver do the work.
That's caught at the 2. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run it in with a fullback Felton. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Jerome Felton as the first half is winding down. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. And it's up and good. After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's going to, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The final shot here before break. Smith, flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. Ooh, the juke. He won't go down. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you termed that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Yeldon, the lone running back. Play action. It's Smith. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. The defense in an enviable position here. The offense needs 13 yards. It's third down. From the gun, here's Smith. And Amendola with a catch. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run. T.J. Yeldon's not afraid to drop a shoulder or run through some tackles, is he?
Not at all. I learned it in his high school days in Alabama, then, of course, stayed in state to play at Alabama. He could do that there.
And what I think is best about him, and when he's really on top of his game, when he's a little bit lighter, a little bit quicker, I think he's strong enough. He's compact enough to break those tackles. I think he's at his best at a shiftier weight.
15 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be first down, New England.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run. Big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
On 1st and 10, Smith. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Adolphus Washington in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. On second down, here's Smith. Over the middle, it's Amendola. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. So an excellent throw and an excellent catch there.
Zone coverage, which means you just have to find the open areas in between defenders. That's exactly what happened on that play.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down.
On 3rd and 1, it seems natural to just turn and hand it to the biggest guy you have in the backfield. But usually, he's not the primary runner. So for the defense, they're often keying on the running back because he's the guy who gets the ball more often, and the fullback is the blocker. When he ends up carrying the football, that's a heck of a tendency breaker.
Yeldon fighting. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
The defensive tackle, Alan Branch, is the one to bring him down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Give him 8 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They're able to find Garcon. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. One man on the backfield. That's McCoy. On 2nd down, Taylor. Caught left side, Garcon. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. And a pretty simple completion there underneath, but a successful one for the offense.
Partner, it doesn't have to be the big shots downfield all the time. Having that safety net underneath is a great thing for a quarterback.
And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now Taylor on 1st down. And Brake has it over the middle. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. On 2nd down, here's Taylor. Steps away to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Tyrod Taylor, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Danny Amendola on the return. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. To throw on 2nd down is Smith. And he finds Malcolm Mitchell here. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can right foot in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
22 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Patriots a first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Back now in Buffalo. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Yeldon, the lone running back. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So 5 yards remain now. Still first down. And they'll run it here. And he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards there on the pickup. And that's good for a New England first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. They go with a screen. It's Yeldon. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
3rd and 2, Smith. Got a man, it's Amendola. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. $12 yards to go on third down. Throwing on third down, Smith. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
Not quite enough leg. This one was on target, but it needed a little more behind it. And by about the width of a football, this will stay a tie ball game.
On first down, it's Taylor. Going deep here for Watkins. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be taken down deep into Patriot territory. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year and the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them. All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense, but in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, Taylor. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. So a pressure kick here for Dan Carpenter.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you not got too many attempts shorter than that one, and I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive, and when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. Here's Smith. And Amendola with a catch. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
That was a good, strong run there. And while it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
They'll run it again with Yeldon. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a third down.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
Throwing now is Gino. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Smith now to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. A gain of 3, second down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Smith. And his throw is incomplete. Danny Amendola, that was the intended target, and it's third down. The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. Now Smith. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. 19 yards on the pickup there. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. T.J. Yeldon, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Patriots have taken the lead. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They'll get 16 yards there. And the Bills are going to have a first down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. He'll look to throw. Going to drop this off to McCoy, complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes just...
And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away tie in this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range, not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime. And
now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now it's Smith. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Yeldon, the lone running back. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. He's going to float this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Malcolm Mitchell with time running out, and the Patriots have moved out in front. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Bills offense comes out ready to take over. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really shouldn't, but a lot of coaches look at it similar to baseball with the intentional walk.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Aaron Williams. But he will not be able to bring it back. My goodness, what a bizarre ending. The kind of decision that could get a quarterback released before he gets back to the locker room. But fortunately for him and his crew, the ball game is over. And, you know, every win is sweet, and I'm sure everybody enjoys a huge victory. But sometimes only winning by 1 score, 2 scores, a field goal, that can feel pretty satisfying, too.
Without a doubt, because now you know that your team responds in critical pressure-packed situations. As a coach, as an organization, that makes you feel awfully good.
So for New England, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.